And now we're moving to Kenya.
In the mama mboga sector, who are in the market there?
Kenya will be a visa-free country.
Fellas, Kenya is right here. Again, Kenya, lovely place. Kenya has concerns against Tanzania. I think you remember we spoke about it the last time. Tanzania said foreigners should not be doing small businesses in their land. And Kenya is not happy about that.
As to whether retaliation is one of the options on the table, maybe the point is we can't rule it out. But I think that should really be the last resort. The first thing is to give diplomacy and negotiations a chance. And that's really the direction we want to go. A lot of Kenyans are working throughout the wider East Africa region, especially in IG, SMEs, and many other sectors. And I think we want to keep giving Kenyans and citizens of the East African community the chance to work wherever opportunities arise.
Kenya on Thursday formally expressed concern over the recent decision by Tanzania to bar non-citizens from running small businesses, warning that the move risks regional economic integration.
So we would want East Africans to enjoy being East Africa, because after all we sing our East African anthem. Does it make sense that when it comes to doing business in Tanzania or in Uganda or in Kigali or in Bujumbura, then you have to be restricted? No. The longer term vision of integration incorporates a situation where business people are able to move freely across the borders.
In other words, the actions of Tanzania undermine the East African treaty and the integration.
So, Kenya, Tanzania, Congo, and these other countries came together with a deal saying, let's create the East African community where we're going to have free access, meaning by opening the borders, they're making the market larger. Anybody can go anywhere and start a legal business. Anybody can go anywhere and start a legal stay, legal studies. It was agreed upon by everybody. Earlier this week, Tanzania imposed a ban on foreigners engaging in 15 types of small businesses, including mobile money. You know what mobile money is? When you have to send money to somebody through your mobile phone. It's possible in Africa. It's called mobile money transfers. Small scale mining, okay, that's deep. Beauty salons, some countries have better beauty salooners than other countries. Like people from that country are very good with nails. We already know that. You could force your own people to do nails, but they will never be good at the level of those. Even your people know it. So why would you want to change that? I don't know. I'm just asking. So other people have been banned from establishing radio and TV operations. The violators will face a fine of roughly 10 million Tanzanian shillings. That's approximately $3,900. And imprisonment for up to 6 months and the revocation of visa and residency permit. 3,900, 6 months in prison, no more visas. But these are the people that said, let's create East Africa community. Now, Kenya said this is counterproductive. Kenya has noted that the order is inconsistent with the key provision of the East African Common Market Protocol. Kenya's top official for East Africa Community Affairs, Caroline Karugu, said in a statement. It makes no sense. You say let's be one Africa, at least one East Africa. Then all of a sudden you got these rules. Other people can't do this, other people can't do, but you want to access the market too. She continues saying the order undermines the core objective of regional economic integration and poses a significant setback to the gain made under the East African community. She said, I have officially written to the East African Community Secretariat to notify the United Republic of Tanzania to review the order. Now, this is an order that came from a minister, not the president. A Tanzanian minister said, okay, from now on.
There have been some challenges with foreign traders engaging in other jobs or businesses that they are not supposed to do, because those businesses are reserved for locals. Now, you'll recall that President Samia Suluhu Hassan addressed this and gave directives. And as the minister responsible, it's my main job to make sure that we set things right in the business sector. So what we did was form a team of experts who went out to conduct research. From that research, it became clear that there needs to be a specific ban on certain types of businesses. Now, in the recent finance bill that was presented in Parliament this year on the 26th, It gave the minister responsible for trade the authority to specify types of businesses and impose special restrictions on them, prohibiting foreigners from engaging in those businesses. So, we are very grateful that the process of identifying these areas is being done properly and involves stakeholders. And now, as of the 28th, a special announcement has already been issued specifying certain businesses that foreigners are not allowed to engage in. And these businesses are now reserved for Tanzanians with the aim of protecting jobs for local Tanzanians.
All right. To what extent do you think this will protect Tanzanians?
It's to a large extent because, you understand that before there were people doing small businesses, even street vending, and other businesses that locals weren't doing, but now they're starting to do them. But it's gotten to the point where now people are even becoming real estate agents. You'll find someone leaving, and a foreigner is acting as a real estate agent for houses that are available. But there are many things involved in it. So now that's why this ban will really help Tanzanian business people to make sure they can work more freely without interference from others. But even so, it gives them a broader opportunity for foreign investment so they can take advantage of those big opportunities to invest in industries and other sectors to create jobs within our country.
Well, ministers can do things. Anyway, that's the president support this, ? I truly pray that Africa can proceed, move forward, agree on these simple things like Europeans. Look at Europe. It's strong because they're together. The thing with Africans, they want to eat alone. You just want to eat. I want to be the number one. It's crazy. Sometimes you need to compromise so we can move forward further. I mean, these people are same people. Ugandan, Tanzanians, and Kenyans, same mentalities. And so, I mean, you obviously, even in your own family, when you have 6 children, they don't all have the same behavior, but they are your children. You can see the similarities are usually heavier than the differences. Let me know how you feel about this. It's always a great pleasure. Kenya, Tanzania, right now things are not very, very warm because, an order has been put into place prohibiting all neighboring countries.
Tell Mama Samia Suluhu that these Kenyan people are very educated. We are very learned, and the people doing business over there, the ones she's fighting with, we know they are tycoons. She herself, the Tanzanians who are all over here in Kenya, selling socks here, selling coffee on the streets. They're hustling, they're polluting the environment. If we as Kenyans decided to send them all back to Tanzania, my friend, that country would collapse because all the love, all the money that's in Tanzania's economy, almost half of it comes from here in Kenya. So I'm telling Samia Suluhu this. We Kenyans, we don't want to fight. We don't want to fight among ourselves, the communities of East Africa.
I mean, initially people thought the law was created or the order was at least against the Chinese and the Indians. But okay, which we can understand. You can never go to China and start a small business, or to India. You're going to get beat up bad and sent to jail. Now, how about your own people? These are brothers, I'm sorry. It's colonialism that split them into different countries. They all speak Swahili. Let me know how you feel about this. God bless. Oh, before you leave, fellas, please, we need you to drop a comment. This is family. It's not about me talking. It's about all of us coming together in understanding. Give me the yes and the no's. I want to know, is this good for Tanzania and bad for the people? Oh, Tanzania should open the door and stop viewing Tanzania as Tanzania. Stop viewing Tanzania as part of the East African community. God bless.